welcome to the channel. My name is Parissa. If you haven't already, make sure that you have subscribed to this channel by clicking the red button down below. I'll put it here. So make sure that you are following me on Instagram. My name is Parissa Flowers. There are lots of people on there who like flowers. In this video, I did some research about some flowers that have the ability to change your life. I've chosen some really interesting facts that I think are inspiring and I wanted to share it on my YouTube channel. I will link all of the sources that I used to get the information for this video down below in the description. The first flower that I'm going to be talking about is the foxglove. This can be used as a tea or leaf infusion to treat ulcers, swellings, catarrh, cold, bruises and fevers. Foxglove actually contain a chemical called glycosides, which is a poison called digoxin, and this is actually used for a heart stimulant drug. And this acts by strengthening the heart muscle, which means that it increases the blood flow. If the substances within foxglove are used in the right way, then it can actually provide a lifeline for people with heart problems. As a result, the cardiac glycosides can help your heart rate and blood pressure, and that will give you more energy as well. Foxglove can be used as a diuretic, which means that it will increase your urination, and that means it will help get rid of excess toxins, fats, salts. That can put less stress on your kidneys and liver. The foxglove can actually increase blood flow to your brain, which will improve your brain health. As a result, the foxglove can prevent the build-up of platelets. You're less likely to get headaches. The foxglove leaves can be used for skincare. They have antibacterial properties and they also contain some antioxidants. Or the foxglove can be applied in the form of a salve, which can treat ulcers, boils, or even inflamed skin. The thing that you do need to consider if you're going to take foxglove is the fact that it can be toxic if it isn't taken right. Therefore, if you are going to ingest foxglove or apply it to your skin or just going to use it in any way, you should consult a medical professional or you should speak to a professional herbalist. This is because, as I mentioned, the foxglove contains the digoxin chemical, which many people can react to every year. The next plant that I'm going to be talking about is coconut, specifically coconut kernel, which is basically the white part inside of the coconut when you crack it in half. The coconut kernel contains mainly fat, and then it has some protein and it also has some vitamins and minerals. A substance called manganese, which is contained inside the coconut kernel, helps with bone health, metabolism of protein, carbohydrates. The reason why the selenium increases the red blood cell production is because it is rich in iron and copper. There is actually some evidence to suggest that coconut kernel can help with fat loss, and that's because it contains medium chain triglycerides. These are healthy saturated fats and it provides you with an as good source of saturated fats as animal fats. Studies have shown that people who eat coconut kernel as part of their diet have lower rates of heart disease and stroke. The coconut kernel has antimicrobial effects, which means that it can kill fungi, viruses and bacteria, and that is due to a substance that it contains called mannolorin, and that is the substance that kills the microorganisms. The next plant I'm going to be talking about is tea. Lots of research reflects the fact that tea can reduce your chance of heart disease and cancer. I will actually be discussing different teas and their different health benefits just because I find it so interesting. All of the teas that I'm going to be talking about originate from a plant. The first tea type that I'm going to be talking about is white tea, and this actually is very high in antioxidants and found because of its antioxidants that it can reduce your chance of getting lots of different cancers. This white tea just contains tea leaves. White tea is high in fluoride, tannins, catechins, which means that it's very good for your teeth and therefore can make your teeth more healthy. Tea has the lowest caffeine level. It will also make you feel more calm because caffeine increases your heart rate and it makes you feel more alert. This is a great tea if you are not into your caffeine. The next tea type that I'm going to be talking about is herbal tea, and this has to be my favourite tea that I have tried so far. And this is the type of tea where it's like white tea where they use the leaves, but then they also have the addition of flowers or spices. A type of flower tea that is a herbal tea is hibiscus tea. It can reduce your chance of forming kidney stone, it can improve your liver health, it can also lower your fat. The next type of tea that I'm going to be talking about is green tea, and personally I haven't tried this before, but I do really want to try matcha this summer. But first of all, I'm just going to talk about green tea in general, and then I will talk a little bit about matcha, as I know that it is very popular right now. Green tea is high in its flavonoid level, which can reduce someone's chance of getting blood clots because it reduces cholesterol and therefore improves heart health. Green tea is really good for making your skin glow because of its anti-inflammatory properties. Really help clear your skin if you've got acne or you just don't have the most clear skin. Some interesting facts about matcha is the fact that 1 cup is said to be equivalent to 10 cups of green tea in terms of the amount of antioxidants that it contains. Next tea type that I'm going to be talking about is black tea. Black tea again is high in antioxidants. There's actually such thing as having a black tea bath, which is said to help heal your skin if you've got skin rashes, for example. The last tea type that I'm going to be talking about is oolong tea. Oolong tea contains an amino acid called I-theanine, which is said to improve your attention and reduce anxiety. This chemical has also been said to reduce different cognitive issues such as Alzheimer's disease. Oolong tea also contains another useful chemical called polyphenols, and this can contribute to reducing your risk of cancer, increase your likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes, and can lower any inflammation that you have on your body. Now that I have discussed all of the different tea types that all originate from a plant, I will discuss some drawbacks from some teas. If I ever watch this video back, then I know I'm going to want to know these things, so I'm just going to say it now, and that is that not all teas are good for you, and you do need to be aware of where your teas are coming from, because some places do add a lot of extra sugar to tea, it's sweeter, and therefore it makes the taste, you know, better, which is a bit more addictive. So make sure that you know where the tea's coming from and like exactly the ingredients and who's making it. Just because, for example, bubble tea is actually very high in sugar, therefore it's not healthy for you. The first time I had bubble tea was actually a few weeks ago, and I was completely unaware that it was basically filled with a lot of sugar. I thought it was just, you know, healthy, which is probably a very stupid thing to think. So the last plant that I'm going to be talking about is cabbage, and you might be thinking, Parissa, why are you talking about cabbage in this video? I mean, I know it's a plant, but technically it's a vegetable and it's not even a flower. I do think I'm going to be using cabbage at some point in my life because of its amazing health and wellness benefits. The first interesting fact about the cabbage is the fact that it can help cure baldness, and I mean, I didn't even know there was a cure for baldness or anything could. Pickled cabbage contains more vitamin C than an orange. If you're someone who gets hangovers or just really bad hangovers, it's said that if you mix cabbage water with vinegar, that it can actually cure your hangover. Apparently, if you have ulcers, fresh cabbage leaves can help treat them. If you chew cabbage leaves, it can relieve headaches. Personally, I'm not sure if this would help. I do think that seems slightly too unrealistic for me. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure that you give it a thumbs up as always, and make sure that you do check out some other videos from my channel. I've got lots of other flower related videos. I do think you will like if you have watched the end of this video, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!